Welcome to the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast. This is our reaction Wednesday. It's the first time ever I've been on top of my shit and said it really quickly. Oh my god. It's because of the coffee I just had. I've been sipping coffee. Ooh.
What's up, dipshits? I'm a little bit more mellow today, and Mike's the hyper one. We just switched roles.
Yo, for some
We're
reason,
switching
our video
roles.
is not there. We go. Okay. So I always check it on other cameras to make sure, not other cameras, other screens to make sure it's going live. Because, you know, when we have like 10 people watching, it's literally just me with 10 different devices. I'm kidding.
To boost the numbers with multiple devices.
Falsely boost the numbers. So this is a reaction show where we watch some videos and we react. Some of them we'll debunk as they're fake because, you know, a lot of paranormal videos on YouTube are fake. And shout out to Lee Wayne. He said, shout me out. I will shout you out. Lee Wayne.
What's up, Lee Wayne?
Like most of the things on fucking YouTube are fake. If you watch YouTube paranormal videos and you're like, oh, this is great, I can't wait to go visit this location, just let you know, you're not gonna have the same experience as that guy because that guy was lying to you.
Mike, even we're fake. We're not real.
We're figments of your imagination. This show is a complete figment of your imagination. We do not go live on Wednesdays. We do not exist.
Yeah, we are binary programming that is just right now simulating what humans would do on a podcast.
I don't even know what to say to that, man. I just don't know. You know, whenever we go live, my computer decides to run a virus scan program, and it destroys my RAM on my computer.
Why is it at the most inopportune times when you're like, I got to get this shit out and I got to send this email or I got to fuck it and you got to pull this shit together.
Always.
I got to throw these files and and email, and then that's when McAfee's just like, blah, blah, by the way, you forgot
hold
to
hold on, Dustin, smoke with us then. Come on, man. Hold on, I'm gonna do a dab with you. I mean, I don't know if you're doing a dab, but I'm gonna do a dab. But we're about to dab into some fake videos in a sec.
Cheers, Dustin.
So, yes, it's always when the moment is, it's the worst time possible that everything goes wrong. Like the other day I was making coffee before the podcast and everything went wrong. Not this time.
It's only with PCs, though. Never with Apple products. That doesn't happen with Apple products.
I have an Apple product.
Me too. I have one or two. I also have.
But that's what I'm saying. That's when mine goes wrong. All right, so the first video we have is Nukes. Everyone knows Nukes. If you don't know Nukes, check out the link. It's in the description. It's Nukes' top 5 scary ghost videos. Prepare to be terrified. I highly doubt I'm going to be terrified. I'm sorry, Nuke. I don't think you're aware of this, but
I'm chasing the scary, Mike. I haven't found any scary yet. Where is the scary?
My fair share of not play on TV.
Mike's a Ghostbuster.
I am not a Ghostbuster. I am a paranormal investigator, and I'm barely even that. I don't even like to use that term. I say it a lot in Facebook groups, but I don't even like that term. I prefer ghost hunter because I don't really investigate. I don't really hunt either.
Cooler name.
I don't know.
It's a cooler name. Ghost hunter is a cooler name. It's like, what if you said I'm a bear investigator?
If you're here, guys from Facebook, please click the link and check us out on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Smash the like button. What if you said I'm like a bear investigator? A bear hunter is a lot cooler than a bear investigator, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Meanwhile, on TikTok, one day a severely damaged...
I just want to let you know something right away off the back. If it says TikTok, it's fake. It's fake. If it says meanwhile on TikTok and it's a TikTok video and it's a short clip, it's fake.
car is brought into a garage in Villarica, Chile. It seems that the car had been involved in a serious traffic accident.
You're not our only watcher, Dustin. We're live streaming to like 6 different Facebook pages and 2 different YouTube accounts. There's actually currently 4 people here, but we appreciate you being here, so don't go nowhere.
Just the night before.
Broadcast that you could chat on.
What'd you say?
He's on the broadcast that we have the open chat on.
He's on Facebook, so no, he's not. He's commenting.
Oh no, you're getting wait, you're looking at it on Facebook. That's why.
Yeah.
The owner of the repair shop, Marcos Garcia, has a house that sits on the
I don't trust this guy already.
Same property as the garage. Around 2:30 in the afternoon, he notices something very odd outside his window.
What's
he spots one of his mechanics, a man named Juan, who seems to be involved in a very animated conversation with someone. The problem is, there's no one there.
How did I know he's going to say that? How did I know? I'm a psychic. Guys, I do psychic readings every Thursday for $25 a pop.
You know, Mike, you know schizophrenia is way more common than hauntings, right?
Yes. And look, I live in New York City, and you used to live in New York City. We've seen a fair share of people walking down the street talking to themselves, and I didn't automatically assume they're talking to a ghost. I assume they're fucking crazy. So you know,
Even down here, except they're either high on
well,
meth
you're in
or
Florida,
fucking-
so you got the bath
Yeah.
salts.
Bath salt.
Is all alone. Marco quickly pulls up the live feed of the garage's CCTV camera on his phone. What happens next is downright chilling.
Downright chilling.
Downright chilling.
Oye, este weón se volvió loco.
Oh, at least he knows this man's crazy.
Estoy revisando
Nice.
por la cámara del taller de mi teléfono, estoy en mi casa. Y este maestro está hablando solo. No cacho qué onda.
He's loco. You
No
said it
cacho qué
right.
onda.
He's doing Tai Chi now? Like, what the
No,
fuck's
está
going
hablando
on?
solo.
If someone appears there, that's gonna be hilarious.
Le voy a preguntar por cámara qué está haciendo. A ver, vamos a preguntar. ¿Aló? Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién
This is
estás
his
hablando?
ring camera? This is his ring camera at work?
Yeah.
This guy's like, got,
Yeah.
okay.
He's
All right.
talking to Mr. Carlos, so I'm giving him an estimate.
Me está viendo, repasando el presupuesto y explicándole el tema del accidente que tuvo anoche en la carretera. Entonces me está viendo el presupuesto, le estoy
Oye.
explicándole lo que le estoy diciendo.
Oye,
Ahí
cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos? Pero, oye, escúchame un poquito. ¿Tú me estás hablando del accidente de anoche?
Claro,
Juan, me estáis huellando, ¿cierto?
no, pues estoy con don Carlos aquí, pues. Le estoy explicándole el tema.
Oye, ¿podéis subir? ¿Sabes qué? Oye, es que no estáis hablando con nadie, viejo.
Pero pues, ese precio tengo que ir aquí al frente mío, pues, weón.
No estás hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que chocaron murieron todos.
¿Qué te regresa desde que lo caí?
Juan, no estás con nadie, sube y ven a ver las cámaras, tengo todo
Uh,
grabado.
he's talking to the dead people from the day before in the car crash. Like, but he's just crazy guy who works at the auto shop, right?
I don't think this is real. I think this is set up for TikTok. The mechanic's like, hey, we gotta make some money. How can we do it? Oh, everyone likes these paranormal videos. Let's fake it.
And he's just using his ring camera footage.
Yes. Well, no, he probably did it with his buddy.
It's pretty resourceful. But it's just a guy talking to the air, Mike.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. This is not a good example of something paranormal.
Where's the money shot? Michael, where is the fucking money shot,
There's
Mike?
no money shot.
Que no sean así, porque
Sube, viejo, sube, vente al tiro. No estás con nadie, Juan.
quiero para
So all this is ambient music.
Viejo,
Oh,
no,
ring camera footage.
tengo grabado, vente por favor, vente.
That's
No,
all
esta
this
wea
is.
Yeah,
Mechanic
100%.
Juan swears that he was talking to a man who was very real and said his name was Mr. Carlos. Juan says that he could see Mr. Carlos standing right in front of him, clear as day. He says Mr. Carlos was asking questions about repairing the severely wrecked car from the night before. Now, Juan had no idea that all of the passengers in the car had passed away
Come
in the
on.
accident.
Come on.
He also didn't know
Come on.
I
that
mean,
one of the deceased passengers was a man named
Come on.
Mr. Carlos.
Come on.
So did Juan talk to a ghost?
okay,
Come on.
okay. Pause this. Number one, what are the chances a guy in the car was named Carlos? Right, that's number one. Number two, number
Okay.
two, he didn't know they died or whatever. He's just a crazy guy talking.
No, not even that. The story is a story. Like,
Yes.
Like it says top 5 scary ghost videos. There's no proof this is a ghost video at all.
We're assuming anybody died in that car accident. We don't know. We didn't see a police report like they do on
Not even
Dateline,
that. Who
where they
cares
show
about
you the
that? It could be
police
any
report.
car. Look at there's so many cars back there. It's a completely made up story put on TikTok for views. Like,
Hey, listen,
for me to
it's-
logically debunk this, I would have to go find that car license plate, look it up, see if someone named Carlos owned it and died. But it's not worth it because it's a TikTok video. Come on.
But just as far as like writers, it's a pretty decent story
It's
You know what I mean?
simple. It's like an episode of Tales from the
for
Crypt.
like a Twilight Zone. Yes,
Yeah.
or the Twilight Zone.
Seems convinced. But what do you think?
So wait,
This next video is
this is homemade Twilight Zone. That's pretty much just what we're watching all the time. Is you know, like that's what it is.
I've seen.
I didn't think of it that way.
The last time we watched this,
Yeah.
remember the gnomes or the goblins in the woods or something,
Wood goblins.
and it looked like CGI, and it's like, I don't need to debunk this because it clearly looks fake. Like the lighting doesn't match. It's another thing. I'm in a lot of these paranormal groups on Facebook. I say this all the time, and like they'll argue with you, like, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." I'm like, if I can Google search lens flare, and the lens flare looks exactly like your photo's not paranormal. It's a fucking lens flare. Well, you weren't there. You don't know what I experienced. Did Elvis come out and appear in front of you and go, "Hey, Deborah"? No, Elvis didn't do that. You took a picture and you got a fucking blip in it or little fucking blue dot, and you're like, "Oh, what is this? It's a ghost." Fucking people.
a bit of a mystery as it was posted to TikTok without a source.
Of course.
The post claims that
TikTok.
All right, so that kind of gets rid of my theory for views and for the mechanic shop because it was. Oh no, was that last video or this video?
Last video was
bit
mechanic
of a
shop.
mystery.
Hold on.
But what do you think? This next video
next
is a bit
video,
of a
okay,
mystery as
it's
it was posted
not
to
that one.
TikTok without a source.
So I want to stop right there for real quick. Just to let you know, Ryan, we have 10 people in here, so say hello to all 10 people.
Hi, 10 guys.
And like I said, I have 10 devices set up to view us, so it's not really 10 people. It's made up. I'm kidding.
It's all 10. Are you just looking back at yourself, Mike?
So the whole posted anonymously, the TikTok, and you can't trace it, blah, 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 blah. Wasn't there a alleged time traveler that was debunked a long time ago? And he was like posting videos anonymously of him just
From the year 3700 or some shit?
and he's posting like a video of him in like Times Square and no one there and it's completely empty and he's like everyone's dead and blah 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 and
I remember. Yeah.
Hey Dustin, I wish I could screenshot it and send it. It's actually 9 people right now, but like I said, it's several different. He's like, bullshit, it says 2 people. There's only 3 people here.
Well, if you're like the guy in the last video, you're counting multiple
See, look.
personalities right now.
Look at the screen, Dustin. You got
What's
Beth
up,
420. Hi, Beth 420. Hi,
What's going on,
Jessica
Beth?
Russo. Hi, Jonathan Samuelson.
Hey, Yoni, what's going on, bud?
This guy over here is trying to debunk us. How many views we
We're
got.
real. We're not ghosts, Dustin. Dustin, we're not ghosts.
All right,
we're
let's
not
get-
haunting.
let's-
We're not haunting YouTube and Facebook right
Let's
now.
get to the next video. Smoke it if you got him, guys.
The post claims that the video was recorded in an apartment in Barranquilla, Colombia. The man who recorded it said that he was shocked when he began hearing the chilling sound of a woman crying from somewhere in his house. He took out his phone to record the terrifying event, but what happens next makes his blood run cold.
I just want to let you guys know something.
Is that a crying couch?
Hold on. It's not a ghost. It's his couch crying because he's fat, and every time he sits on it, it goes, "Help me!" No. Listen to the audio of the guy breathing, and then listen to the crying. It's different. It's not the same. This track was added. Hey, look. If you see something sit, what?
Is that a baby?
Yeah, I don't know. Look, watch. Also, I want to let you guys know something. That music in the background, I've used in my fucking episodes of Urban Explorer and Stoned and Afraid. You could literally
It's
get
just
stock
ambient
footage.
music. It makes everything scary.
And now he's gonna be gone. See that bump? When the kid goes down, there's a bump. The camera shakes a little bit. Right?
That kid is just fucking really high on coke.
there's a
That
cut.
kid is just really.
No, I'm just listening. There's a cut there. There's 2 different scenes. This is like shot
Yeah.
like a film.
They used it as they were moving.
Right
They
now
split
he's
it.
moved, and now it's cut. He used that shake to hide the cut, and the kid's gone.
I was just gonna say the kid was just really. The kid's not possessed or anything like that. He's just like really high on cocaine and he like scurried underneath the fucking furniture.
What?
He just like disappeared. He just look how
A
high.
young boy with a blanket
So he heard.
That kid is fucked up. That kid is fucked up.
So he heard a woman crying, and then he sees a little kid. Come on now, and it's the same. You know what I mean?
expression suddenly appeared.
Magically, there's a million
Ma-
videos on YouTube and TikTok exactly like this.
Maybe that little kid identifies as a woman crying.
Maybe that little kid identifies as a ghost.
From behind the man's TV stand. and judging from the man's reaction, he has no idea who this child is. The boy then ducks down behind the stand and the man quickly walks over. But the boy has disappeared into thin air. Now, without a source, it's impossible to know whether this creepy footage is real or fake.
You don't need a source to know that.
But either way, the video is definitely spooky. A few months ago, we featured the
Yeah, I don't even need to explain. Like, you can clearly see when he moves is like a little bump, and it's smooth and also a bump. He'd use that to hide the cut. It's two different scenes.
story of Tim Saver, a night guard who started a new job at an undisclosed
Oh, Jan, this is right up your alley.
facility. For some reason, no one was willing to work the night shift. And before long, Tim understood why.
Just want to let everyone know, Tim is a fucking wimp, and I would do, I would do the night shift in a heartbeat.
You're
In a heartbeat.
calling Tim out. Yeah, you know he took it because it was that time and a half. That guy was getting a little bit extra to be in a
He
spooky
began to
place.
experience disturbing and unexplainable events at work. Eventually, Tim discovered that the source of the strange activity in the building seemed to be coming from an overhead attic space. When Tim went up into the attic to investigate, he discovered something truly horrifying.
They got rats.
That does
That
not-
place is infested with rats.
No, but
That was a rat.
Since this video, the strange activity in the building has only gotten worse. Tim says that he's actually been attacked by something a few times.
Rats.
So, cut to another late night. Security guard Tim begins to hear banging coming from somewhere inside the building. Once again, he grabs his phone and hits record as he goes to investigate.
Rats again.
But I don't think the hand was a rat. And it was in a very weird spot, so...
Could have been a rat's
I
hand.
actually don't know if someone would go there and put their hand... I don't know. I'll have to rewind and watch it again.
Please protect me, God.
Once they start praying, not spraying, but praying, I stop like going, come on, this is fake.
Why can't it just be like little grays, like aliens, like living in?
Not even that. Why can't you just turn the light on?
I guess we're doing this.
Now, the guy just sounds like John McClane. He's like, I guess we're doing this. He's like Die Hard. Guy sounded like John McClane just there for a second. He's like, I guess we're doing this.
Dustin,
You're walking into a room.
That again, but I keep leaning that way, almost out of the screen. Sorry.
What? He knocked something over?
Yeah.
One of the mannequins?
One of the mannequins fell over.
Whoa.
They got raccoons, bro.
No, this is set up.
Was that a chupacabra? Is it a chupacabra?
No, but you can hear the crying track as a track. It's not live either. It doesn't match the audio around it. It doesn't match.
I think they caught
there?
a chupacabra in the basement.
The giveaway is this: the audio. When you hear him talking, you can hear it. It's coming from the room and not the mic. When you hear the crying, I mean, the video.
It's not from the
It's
room.
coming
It
from
sounds
the
like a
video.
Yeah,
It's coming
Yes.
from not the room. Like you can hear.
a separate recording. Yeah.
Hello?
That too. That's added too.
A mannequin moves on its own and then falls over. Then a large glass frame. A mannequin moves on its
Do mannequins usually have feet? Because there's a foot there, maybe. But like, all you need is a string. Oh,
own and then falls
Do mannequins
over.
have
Then
feet?
a large glass
Maybe.
frame falls to the floor and shatters into a
So you have a string, fishing wire. It's very hard, easy to cover up fishing wire. You give it a tug, that falls.
million pieces.
And then you knock
Tim
over
hears
something.
the creepy sound of a woman crying, and finally, a loud, raspy voice can be heard from somewhere in the room.
That did not sound like a voice.
Tim is scared shitless and he just makes a run for it. So, now a few weeks later, Tim is back on the night shift when things once again
Sounded like a
take
raccoon to me.
terrifying turn.
Right?
Mannequins are creepy. Do you want to know why?
Look at the hands. So wait, you don't have a flashlight today?
Raccoon.
You don't have a flashlight today. All the times you went there, you had flashlight. You're security. You should have a
Hello?
flashlight. Now you see hands there, and you don't have a flashlight. This is fake.
It's
Set this
a
up.
cell phone flashlight.
It's well done. Kudos, but it's fake.
That's raccoon.
That's not a raccoon, Ryan. But what it isn't is paranormal. I mean, see, look, you see what I'm saying? The hands were there.
Conveniently, now he has
turns
the
on.
flashlight out.
People don't react this way.
He had the flashlight all along.
Yeah, it's not paranormal, that's for sure. It- and it's the same room.
Someone or something.
Raccoon. There's a raccoon pause.
No, but once again, like at this moment, he has a flashlight. If you see something like that, you don't stand there and record it for 30 seconds. You pull out your
Turn on the
flashlight.
They
immediately.
can be seen
Yes, it's my flashlight would have been on the second I even turned the corner to a dark room if I had a flashlight.
sitting on top of
Well,
the
how
stool.
about I one up you on that, and I'll have a fucking headlamp flashlight on all the whole time.
I thought you were gonna say
As I'm
9
walking
millimeter.
Well, no, I might, underneath, put the strobe on. I'd have the strobe on to disorient the raccoon,
So with
and
what
then
it's not
shoot
a
the raccoon.
So based on what I saw after the hand and
shoot
the
the
attic,
raccoon.
it's fake. It's set up. This is all fake.
Whatever it is slowly moves back, and when Tim turns on his
It's not moving. If you look up, you see a person standing up.
flashlight, it just disappears.
Not as soon as he turns the flashlight on. Look, there's a space there. There was someone hiding
It's
there.
convenient that it happened.
Tim says he is shocked by all that
I
he's
could
seen
see-
while
look
working
at the
as a
person in
night guard in the
background
building.
and watch.
But this pushed him over the edge. The next day, Tim quit his job.
Sure, he did.
Stock
So
footage
is it
of somebody
real?
quitting their job. That was
Right,
stock footage
right.
of somebody quitting their job.
Wait, how did? Why is? Oh, okay.
And then he
Or
quit
is
his
it
job.
all just an elaborate hoax?
An elaborate hoax.
You
I'm voting-
decide.
I decided. It is decided.
We need scary videos. So if
Again,
you see a scary
no,
video
we're
that you
not
think would
doing-
be
we're not doing
it
your job for
looks
you.
back.
It looks bad.
Over on the channel, RX Files explore Indonesian paranormal investigator Chu does a live
Indonesian paranormal investigator Chu.
They got a lot of
Someone-
ghosts in Indonesia.
Apparently, there's lots of ghosts everywhere, including TikTok.
investigation of the infamously haunted Tayu Hospital on the Indonesian island of Java. Tayu Hospital was built way back in 1933, and over its 80-year history, it began to develop a very bizarre reputation. Many patients who were treated at Tayu Hospital claimed to
Sorry.
see so that they had seen the terrifying
Sorry.
apparition, even claimed to experience
Sorry.
horrible hallucinations. Tayu Hospital closed its doors in 2015. Investigator Chu was completely alone with nothing but a flashlight and his
I'm gonna say hack, and I'll tell you why. Because as soon as it's a hospital haunting, it's like, all right now. It's easy to make hospitals creepy because so many people die in
What are
hospitals.
you trying to say? You know how many abandoned hospitals me and John explored?
I know. I've been in like a
Dude.
couple of. I've actually been in.
Yeah,
Okay,
but you just
how
called
about
us,
this?
You just called us hacks.
It's pretty hack.
You just called us hacks.
I mean, it's hackish.
phone as he broadcasts
Also, I want to point out, if they say they went alone,
I
they're
want.
lying. They're not alone.
Well, yeah, there's somebody else with them.
They're-
But I'm saying like what I mean by hack. Now follow me on
What
this,
did you
okay?
mean by hack?
What I mean by hack is that it's an easy premise. Like what I want to see is like a haunted desert, like a place. Like okay, look at it this way. Find me somewhere haunted on Antarctica where no humans have ever really been. I want to see that shit.
First off,
I want to see hauntings on Mount Everest, bro.
well, yeah, that's
Bro.
you'll die doing that video.
Bro. There's so many still dead bodies
let's-
there that they can't get down.
Let's see what he
Investigation live
Let's
to his
see.
streaming audience. As Chu roams the hospital grounds,
Alright.
he starts to hear a
So once you find out they're live streaming as well, they're definitely not alone. Definitely not alone.
few strange sounds here and there, but it doesn't seem to bother him.
He looks pretty bothered.
But then, Chu begins to ask if the alleged spirits.
I
that
see
haunt the
graffiti.
hospital
That means other
let him
people are
know
there.
that they
Well, not
are
right
there.
now, but they were there.
And
But
this is
We're
when
there.
things
But I'm saying he's
start
not
to
alone.
get
definitely not alone.
creepy.
Udah, suara-suara saja. Tunjukkan semua ejakulasi kalau memang kalian ada di sini. Lingkau.
It just so happens it's being pulled towards him.
It's
Think
yes,
about
and
that.
that's
in the
yes.
same way, in the same direction where he's standing. So
I was just
as
gonna
if
say that.
he's pulling it towards himself. People, eat this shit up.
Do you know what it is too? You get free props when you go to a hospital. Like, cause there's
Everywhere.
always still bed
Everywhere.
frames.
Me and John got lost once. We turned
Wheelchairs.
the corner and there was like a wheelchair just sitting right there. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa, where'd that come
walkers,
from? Yeah.
walkers, wheelchairs, canes, fucking
The-
old beds.
The haunted
like
mansion we
fucking-
went to was a big mansion that was converted into a hospice for the elderly. So and there was
That's
so
creepy.
much. It was so creepy. And there was a room where they just stacked all the chairs, like stacked. It was so creepy.
Stretcher moves by itself, frightening Chu so much that he begins to shake uncontrollably. But things are about to get much worse.
I want to see that again. Just watch. Watch how it moves.
Ejakulasi
So-
kalau
In
memang
his
kalian
direction.
So it's tied up on our
Yeah,
left
like he
hand
has-
corner.
Like he has a string.
It's tied up in a left hand
It's
corner.
It's like this.
Lingkau.
And as he's moving, it's pulling towards him.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, pretty gnarly idea, because he walked past that
Hospital
stretcher and was like,
moves
yo,
by
we
itself, frightening
could
Chu so
use
much
it.
Yeah.
He walked
that he
past that
begins
stretcher
to
and he was
shake
like, yo, we could use this.
uncontrollably. But things are about to get much worse.
Of course they are.
Chu decides that he's had enough of the outdoors and heads inside to explore the hospital's halls and rooms.
In the real world, if something gets pulled towards you randomly, I don't think you stay there. I mean, I probably would because that's what I'm there for.
Well, you mean if something starts chasing you, like, 'cause that's like that what he
Yeah.
was trying to like
Yeah, it
he was
was.
trying to make happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
If inanimate objects start chasing you, you gotta run. Like, I think I'd have the instinct that I think if I shot at it, I would already knew don't waste bullets on it because it's probably bulletproof. If like a dresser starts chasing you across the house, you know, and it's like
Yeah.
trying to kill you.
Yeah, dresser killed by dresser. Where is it? Okay.
He starts to hear the disturbing sound of a bell ringing from somewhere inside the building. When he looks for the source, something happens that shocks him to his core.
Yo, it's what's his face from Breaking Bad,
Yep.
Salamanca. It's
Yep.
fucking Hector Salamanca.
This is one thing.
I think I
to
said
his
this before.
core.
When something makes a noise and you're holding a camera and it's behind you, you don't go. You usually look with your head or the flashlight. And watch what he does because he wants to show you. It's like shooting a movie or a film. See?
Do you think the buddy next to him was like, yo, B, chill with the fucking bell, B, chill
Well,
with
remember,
the bell.
he's still alone. He's supposed to be alone, so.
Alone.
Weh, banyak kikli otak. Ya! Ada, ya Allah, ya Allah.
Did he just try to? Did he just try to do karate to a ghost?
Well, it's not a ghost. What? I don't see it.
Banyak kelihatan. Ya.
So a head pops out, and you don't shine the flashlight towards it. You keep your flashlight pointed upward.
Well, I think he threw
And then
he
you
threw
ran
like he threw an air chop and then ran away. Like he waved his hand and then ran away.
That wasn't. You see what I'm saying? What is this?
Well,
What is that? Is that meat? What is this? What is that? She walks over and puts something into my mouth, and
you said, "Is that meat?"
well, I thought it was something sweet. I didn't think it was something savory, and it's like, what the fuck? This whole thing of potatoes. Get more potatoes.
The exit door slams shut right behind him, and an ominous voice can be heard. But most terrifying of all, something seems to quickly
Again, he's not facing the flashlight towards the person.
peek out at you from inside one of the hospital rooms.
They always look the same. Like, guys,
But
get
why
a
would
new
he?
mask. Get a
Why
new
would he
mask.
say? Why would he say, "I'm going to kick your ass"? Like, why would he do that?
Chu is terrified and quickly heads for another section of the hospital.
So he sees that, and then goes to another
But
section of the
as
hospital,
Chu continues,
and continues to look around. So you see a head pop out from the side of a corner, and looks at you. You go, oh my God, I'm out of here. All right, let me check another part of the hospital. No one fucking does that, and he's there alone. No one does that.
And the way they go is in a way so somebody could run out and around to come back out the other side and do that.
Well, not even that. There's cuts, so they could do it at any time. This could take all day to do.
to explore. Things just seem to get worse.
Excuse me 1 second, guys. So you try to stuff my mouth with savory shit, but then you sit there and eat the sweets by yourself? Wow. So that's it. You don't. Once again, he's shining the flashlight up and not directly at the fucking thing in front of him.
Did he try to fucking attack it?
I don't know.
Attack it this time?
Well, what do you? That was well done. It's easy to do. Watch. You see it right there, right? Let's see if I can get it. It's still there. It's
Is
still
it
there.
is it the ring girl?
And here's a cut. It cut. Different scene. That's 2 different frames. So he sees it, he tries to run and grab it, and different scene. Well done.
Astaghfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
Oh, he's a Muslim. He's praying to Allah. Oh wow, he's just look how scared he is. Did he pee pee? Did he make a pee pee? Did he make a pee pee?
Did he pee?
I think he made a pee pee.
Chu jumps when he suddenly sees what appears to be the eerie apparition of a girl standing just inside an empty storage room. Gathering all of his courage, he charges toward the creepy figure.
You could, it's such a. The cut is so obvious. When you know.
All you see is just like concrete.
The cut is so obvious.
Appears into thin air. Chu is now seriously freaked out and just wants to leave.
Did he pee? He didn't pee. Did he pee?
It doesn't look like pee.
But his
legs are
live
shaking.
audience has other ideas. He gets bombarded with requests in his live chat to go back inside the hospital just one more time and explore some of the abandoned rooms. As you might guess,
Let's
It did
squeeze
not go
as
well.
much juice out of this as possible. This one hospital.
When you arranged it to have another person there with you, you're going there at night, it's abandoned, and you want to get good footage, you want to not let it end. And see, that's a good gimmick that it's live, but I don't think it's live. I don't think it's live.
It's you think it's he's like attempting for it to be like a one take, right?
Well, no. I think it's easy to fake alive, because that definitely was two different cuts. Or you just turn the camera away and she runs behind you. It's very easy to do that too.
Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Saya ngecium bau nggak enak teman-teman di sini. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah.
Same person.
Ancok matamu. Astagfirullahaladzim ya.
What'd it do?
Ancok matamu. Astagfirullahaladzim ya. Allahu Akbar ya Allah. Ya Allah, gue apa dipenceng mana jantung anjing.
That's how you run away. That's it. You know.
Chu freezes when he spots a woman in what looks like a hospital gown sitting on a bed inside one of the hospital rooms. She doesn't move.
No, she does move.
But her head seems to drop backwards to look at Chu as if it's not attached to her body. And with that, Chu has had enough. He
No, the
ends his
other 5
live
things
stream
that
and
happened.
just gets out of there. So what do you think is going on here?
I think it's
Could the hospital
shot
really be
like a
haunted?
film.
Either way, real or
Rip off
not,
of The Exorcist.
whatever
Not even that,
That
but
is-
like it's a
is
ripoff of all
absolutely
those found footage
terrifying.
kind of movies where it's all like, you know, the Blair Witch
a
Project,
weeping woman.
Quarantine.
Gaz from the YouTube channel Grizzly Gaz loves the outdoors and has
VHS
dedicated his
movies.
videos to documenting his frequent camping trips in the countryside of England, along with his cute little French bulldog, Fendi. This time Gaz travels deep into a remote
beautiful.
forest that is said to be haunted
That
by
looks
the
nice.
quote,
Right?
Lady in White. The story goes that back in the 1800s, a troubled woman who lived on these really seem all that bothered.
Sorry, the story doesn't
So
really.
Gaz just sets up his hammock
Mean
and
anything to me.
prepares to spend
Blah
the
blah
night
blah.
in the deep
1800s.
woods.
Blah blah blah. Lady
However, when the sun goes
in the
down,
forest.
something happens that makes Gaz wish he had never come to this particular forest.
Creepy,
Hello?
but you know, it's the woods. You don't have a flashlight? Quick. There you go.
See, headlamp, right? Like I said, headlamp. He's thinking already.
Doesn't that also sounds like it was added? It sounds like it's an added track.
It sort of sounds like the music from fucking White Lotus.
Top.
That's a cute dog. Look at that guy. Oh, look at that guy. He's a chunk. Look at that little chunk. He's a Ghostbuster little chunk. This little chunky guy is looking for ghosts. He's the #1 ghost-busting dog.
Nope.
Look at him.
It's getting
Look.
louder.
Hello?
His owner's freaking him out, man. This dog was all chill until his owner got up.
Hello?
So the camera shake is weird because the dog is following the guy,
Hello?
and the dog's eyes go further that way. So who did shake the camera is a very good question.
I got something for you. Pause it. How about somebody took advantage of that wooded area? Because did you see how those trees were situated?
Mm-hmm.
The wind itself could make those noises.
Well, no, I think that the track sounds like it's added, in my opinion. But
It
who
could
knows?
be, and it could be enhanced also as well, right?
Yeah,
Like that could be put through.
maybe.
But that being said, it could be manipulating a sound that was already there, right? That's already there. That's why people go to this forest, is to hear probably the wind whistle, because you hear that shit. Like people, like there are noisy forests. that if it's wind, wind will go through the trees and you'll hear, or sand dunes. Okay, I just watched a video today. Do you want to hear this? Sand dunes and creepy noises from sand dunes. Sand dunes in the middle of the desert make the creepiest noises because of the way the wind whips over the top of it. And they're also really dangerous. Like if you go to the top of a sand dune, the wind will break there and blow you over sometimes. Like if you're in a big enough windy area and hopefully you won't ever be stuck in the desert in the middle of a sand dune like that. But when you're out there, they say, you know, like the Bedouin used to say, like there were jinn out there in the sand dunes because they would hear these noises. And the same thing happens in trees and forests. And I think it's windy and the wind blew the fucking camera, as well as the fucking making the noise.
I mean, the thing is moving a lot up there. It's swinging.
Hello? It's windy. Wind. That's wind sway. That's wind sway.
Hello?
Man, I want to see a Sasquatch. Or a fucking Wendigo.
Hello?
The wind whistling in the forest, the Native Americans used to say that wind whistling in the forest was the Wendigo. And that happens in Canada.
Damn.
That wind whistling.
I'm off, mate. I'm off.
And with that, Gaz has had enough. He quickly packs up his hammock, gathers his things, and just gets out of there.
All right. Where's he going? He's in the woods at night. You're not.
It's a little pussy. It's a little pussy.
Yeah, but where are you gonna go? You're in the woods at night.
Go home.
Where?
Back to his car.
They made it seem like he was so far away. Like, didn't they start?
No, that's a very easily accessible camp area. He wasn't going to some far off region in England.
And now look at the background. He's in like a town. He's not even
exactly like a crying woman. He believes that he might have captured the troubled spirit of the. Even little dog Fendi appears to be on edge about their creepy
The dog
surroundings.
looks fine. The dog's in the
She
woods at
seems to
night.
keep
Dog's
staring
fine.
at something in the woods that accidentally
think so.
capture evidence. You can. The Leopard Inn.
The Leopard Inn.
Nearly 300 years
Don't care.
England,
Don't
are to
care.
have a few
Don't
marred by many tragic events.
Of course.
One of the most notable episodes in the inn's dark history is the violent passing of a lady of the night in one of the upstairs rooms.
Ooh, a lady of the night.
He means a hooker.
Her life was taken by an angry and very violent
An
customer.
old-timey hooker.
An angry and violent customer.
You mean
It is
a
said
not
that
paying
most of these
rapist?
spirits are trapped inside the Leopard Inn, doomed to wander its halls for awfying experiences with one of these spirits. Some say that the dark, shadowy figure of a man follows
Can we just?
or even
Had inside the Leopard Inn Hotel.
Oh, it's Ghost Tech. These guys
Scariest
are
experiences that
nonsense.
you've had inside the Leopard Inn Hotel.
That is the figure, a black figure that goes upstairs, wanders through the pub.
I thought she was going to start talking about tricks she was turning in the hotel. I didn't realize she was the landlady.
Shoulder,
And have you actually
Wow,
seen the
Ryan.
figure?
yes.
Over the years, the inn's business took a sharp downturn and much of the structure was sealed off and left abandoned until 2007. The Leopard Inn's first floor is now a historic pub, but the upper floors and rooms of the inn still remain empty.
There's
and in a
value in that.
state of decay.
What?
A haunted pub? There's value in that.
Yes.
They like that their
Presenters
pub is
Jeff and
haunted.
Phil from the YouTube channel Ghost Tech Paranormal Investigations travel to the Leopard Inn with their cameraman Pete. They hope to catch supernatural activity on camera, and what they encounter is truly chilling. The team installs several static cameras throughout the inn, and then they start to explore. Almost immediately, they capture something unexplainable in the second floor hallway.
That sort of does look like a Halloween funhouse, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I've just
Definitely a little
Do you
bit.
feel that? Where did it come from, Pete?
Big gas.
Right?
big
It's
gas, but
it's decorated
Yeah.
like a Halloween funhouse.
my bank from there.
Something's moving down that way as well.
Yeah, one of the actors in the fucking Halloween funhouse.
A lot of cold air coming to my bank from there.
Either that or it's not Halloween and they just forgot to punch out and have been there ever since. It's like they didn't know
Something's
Halloween
moving
was
down that way
over.
as well.
After hearing the bizarre, unexplained footsteps, the Ghost Tech team continues to investigate in hopes of finding the source of the mysterious
That's hilarious. The music in the background again, I used on one of my episodes.
Is it it's not copywritten, right?
Now, this is when Phil
I pay for it with that same people that have
Yeah.
the song we use.
starts to experience some very strange and creepy encounters.
I want to change our song, by the way, to something more Tool-esque.
More what?
first time
Burlesque?
Tool-esque.
Tool. Oh, okay.
Happens, Phil is on the third floor, conducting a spirit box session.
Is there anybody here? In this hallway at the moment, someone just pulled me on the back of my thing. Okay, someone just pulled me on the back of my thing. Okay, someone just pulled me on the back of my thing.
On the back of
What?
his thing.
What thing?
On the back of your jumper.
Yeah, on my hood.
Okay, that's good.
Yep. Okay, so I take it you are with us.
Phil just laughs off the tug on his coat,
There was no tug.
but then
There
it
was no tug.
happens again.
Something touched me, Jeff.
Be like, you know what it's like? Do you remember? Okay, do you remember Night at the Roxbury? Did you just grab my ass? Like, sir, it is physically impossible for me to grab your ass from this side of the room. You remember that?
Yes.
Chaz Palminteri.
Yes.
Did you just grab my ass?
Hold on a sec. You see when you said someone touched you?
Yeah.
Someone touched you.
Did you laugh?
No.
I didn't.
As Phil gets touched, I clearly hear a man laugh.
As
And this is
Phil
captured
gets
in our digital
touched.
recorder. Here's the audio enhanced.
Touch me, Jeff.
I just want to point out, it's always when they're moving that you hear a weird sound that might sound like a voice. He's turning and you hear his footsteps, all these weird noises.
Yeah, he's kicking shit around.
Yes. It didn't sound like a laugh. And it goes with the sound of the feet. Like he hit something that wobbled or something.
Something pulls at Phil's jacket and a sinister laugh
And
can
they're
be heard.
jacking the
Ghost
volume
team
up and they
believes that
getting
might
up on
be
that
dealing
shit.
with the
Yeah,
spirit of the
exactly.
angry man that took the life of the Lady of the Night inside the Leopard Inn, as his ghost is said to follow and attack people. Their suspicions seem justified when Phil is targeted yet again.
I was told that you're seen walking up and down the stairs. Come down now.
Phil is receiving an EVP, a man's voice who is
It's a
saying,
fully
"We'll
functional
fix
bar.
it
Why
tomorrow."
aren't the lights on?
And at the same time, there is movement behind him.
Because people are stupid.
Here is the enhanced audio of the EVP, followed by the footage, which has also been enhanced.
I was told that you're seen walking up and down the stairs.
Is he talking to his recorder or is he talking to the ghost?
Both.
I was told that you're seen walking up and down the stairs.
Does somebody have like a radio with something, some sort of radio interference?
There's people in the room. That could be anything.
A dark figure seems to reach out towards Phil, almost as if it's attempting to grab him again. Meanwhile,
like,
one of the upstairs cameras has caught something that is
trying to play grab ass.
chilling.
Whilst we are on the second floor, at the same time our static night vision camera on the third floor is capturing what seems to be an apparition. It stands at the end of the hallway, then it turns and walks into a room. Here's the footage followed by the footage enhanced.
Using that night vision to hunt gators. I don't see anything though. That's the thing.
I saw it, but it looks like something on the lens versus in the room.
It's like so faint. Like,
yeah, it doesn't.
A white translucent figure can be seen entering one of the bedrooms on the third floor.
You can see it's not.
So, could this be the spirit of the man that terrified so many visitors at the inn? And is it the same figure that was reaching out to Phil? You can watch this entire 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel, Ghost Tech.
Alright, what's number 1?
Who claimed of the Zark haunting. Now you might remember a little while back we featured an Indian family who claimed that their apartment was haunted by a poltergeist.
Dad fell asleep on the futon.
It's coming from the cupboard. Could you please drop?
Now who put the ominous music over it?
Yeah, but they did. I want to point something out too. As I scratch my balls. It says cut for time. You could fast forward it and still show what you need to show. You could speed it up.
Yeah.
So you can prove that there's no one else there and no one doing anything else. But you didn't. You cut it, which means you can stop the camera, set something up, and then walk away. And speed up. Don't.
You mean edit it?
Yes. Like you can when there's a cut, they can. Well, not even edit it. When if I'm shooting a scene, you cut, you move the camera, you can set things up, and not edit, but it's in the room. You can cut the scene, put someone under the couch, start the scene over. So the banging doesn't come from that closet. It doesn't look like it's...
drop?
Like he shakes the camera, that doesn't shake. Again, you notice things never get pulled away from a room. They get pulled towards a room. They get pulled away from, like, off camera.
Well, as an update to this story, the father Zark says that he has decided to end the channel because now his family has finally moved to Maybe
he decided to end the channel because
money. Because now his family has finally moved to a new home. But Zark posted one final video from their old apartment that might be their creepiest video yet.
Is that you, Mike, or the video?
That's the video. Not me this time.
Good.
Zark hears a child crying in their living room and thinks that it's his son. But just as he enters the room, he sees a semi-transparent child run toward the hall. In the dark, Zark can't tell that something just doesn't quite look right, and he runs after the child, thinking that it's his own son. But just then, his wife yells to him from the other room to say that their son
This guy's just like
still
shuffling.
safe
He's
in
like,
bed. Snug under the covers and not sun's own something just transparent. But just as he enters the room, he sees a semi-transparent child run toward the hall. In the dark, Zark can't tell that something just doesn't quite look right, and he runs after the child, thinking that it's his own son. But just
can't you
then,
like
his
put
wife
two
yells to him
videos
from
over
the
each
other
other?
room to
And
see
that
that their
I'm
son
thinking
is
it's edited.
still
I'm looking
safe
for
in
clues that
bed,
it's edited.
snug under the covers and not crying at all. So Zark has no idea who or what this is. Cut back to current day, and Zark says that the channel is now over. But was the Zark Scary Haunting channel for real? Or was it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I'm gonna go with hoax, but
I'm gonna say it's a box of hoaxes. It's like
Edinburgh,
hoax cereal.
Colorado. Sometimes the couple hears strange till they're at the phones to try when he looks standing in the kitchen cupboard.
Come on.
To see an
Jesus.
unfamiliar figure
It is
standing
Jesus. I think I saw this
I think
in one
it's
of
Jesus.
the paranormal groups, but yeah, it's Jesus. It's
in the
Ghost
kitchen
Jesus.
cupboard.
It's Jesus.
Ghost Jesus.
Confused and worried, the user posts his photo to Reddit to get opinions on
Yep,
what he
that's
could have
probably
kept.
right.
It's either
He and his
Jesus or
girlfriend
Charlie
something
Manson. The ghost of
absolutely
Charlie Manson.
terrifying.
I saw this one too. I saw this on Facebook.
Someone or something can be seen moving
it's
around
someone.
in the dark.
It's
And
not
whatever it is looks very similar
person.
to the figure in the previous photo.
Yeah, it's a person.
So could it be that their apartment is haunted?
By Jesus?
Or just what?
That's definitely Jesus. Dude, that last one was Jesus, bro. That was straight up just Jesus. There's not enough. You know what? In paranormal, hunting and paranormal like communities, there's just not enough Jesus hunting.
Hunting for Jesus.
There's gotta be ghost Jesuses everywhere.
Now, this is your stuff. It's near-death experiences, and you said these people almost really die.
Yes, we're about to. This is the adrenaline of the show. We're about to adrenaline dump on you. Near-death experiences. This is what I get
we're
off
gonna
on.
look at 10 near-death experiences caught on camera. Let's get into
One of them happened near me. That train accident happened near me. But continue, Mike.
1. Aircraft. Well, most of us once in a lifetime had wished to fly like a free bird. Feeling the breeze, holding on to the view for a lifetime is what we crave. Some people take that to another level, and that's exactly what happened here. This man made a self-made aircraft to fly like he might have dreamt of.
Self-made aircraft is never something you want to hear. Like, hey, you want to go on vacation? Sure. What are we flying in? A self-made aircraft. I'm good. I think I'm
Well,
good.
no, I made it in my backyard. No, bro, I've been working on this shit for 2 years.
No. You can fly in your. I'm gonna assume this guy almost dies. So
But what happened was something that could have taken his life.
You think?
When he just started flying, the harness got separated from his wings, and somehow the man managed to
You
hold
better
the
be able to do a
control
muscle
frame
up. Nope,
before
he can't do a
landing,
muscle up.
resulting
He
in
can't
just
do a muscle
minor
up.
injuries.
He's fucked. Jesus Christ. Oh man.
Homemade.
He's lucky he has some decent upper body strength. But,
Yeah, bro.
But like, I would have put he should have let go. Should tuck
This
and roll a
was
little
too
sooner.
dangerous.
He fucked his legs up for
But
sure.
Definitely.
fortunately, he survived. 2. Near escape.
Near
The
escape.
vehicles were parked outside the apartment where a man was trying to remove the snow from the windshield. In a matter of a few seconds, what happened could have taken the man's life.
Shit.
What?
Jesus.
That was instant death. If that hit him, look how close. 2 feet away from him.
God.
2 feet in either
That
direction.
shit is crazy. That is
He
crazy.
started removing snow. A huge part of the apartment roof fell down.
Like, he's moving out of the way of snow.
One rock hit the car. Oh, so close.
Hold on.
So close.
Snow.
He would have been
A
decapitated
huge part of the apartment roof fell
It would
down.
have taken it. It would have cut him
in half. Jesus.
It would have taken his shoulder, his head, his shoulder, and half of him out.
Started to fall, which alerted the man, and he just backed off from the place. After a nanosecond, a part of the roof fell onto the car, resulting in its crash. Luckily, the man survived with 0 injuries.
Bro.
Jesus.
Bro.
3.
Number
Carving
3.
icebergs.
What?
In an attempt to make a documentary film on polar bears, these men set out for their journey. They nearly escaped from death while making an attempt. They were in the Arctic Ocean in search of polar bears as they got stopped by a big glacier.
They're already chasing polar bears.
Started the iceberg,
which is nuts.
Ice sheets were
Oh
falling
man,
from the
nope,
edge of the
nope,
glaciers.
nope.
Within
He
a
better,
second,
yep, he got
Tsunami.
glacier fell
You better
down.
gun it.
But luckily, on time, they managed to escape
Yo,
from there.
that guy's
It
my
would
hero.
have been devastating if they'd halted at the same place.
There's already a wave coming, and there's something shit. Dude was like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
That guy fucking in the nick of time
Yeah,
to
man.
hit the
Yeah,
throttle
man.
on the fucking boat.
4. Car accident.
Car accident.
This accident was lethal, not for just a person, but
This
for
shit
a
happens
car.
all the time, though.
At the
This shit
start of
happens
the
all the time.
You can see a man walking normally in his lane and moving ahead. But what happened next will just...
Yo, he lived Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom, bro. He lived that
The truck
shit.
was passing nearby, to which a speeding car got hit.
He was chased by the car.
The man's
Yo.
side. The man left
Yo.
everything and ran for his
Yo.
life. Luckily,
Yo.
he survived. I hope the people inside the car too
Yo.
were safe after
Nuts,
the
bro.
incident.
Yo.
Nuts.
5. Skiing. This man with his friend was out for skiing.
All right,
They
this
had
shit
a
happens all the
wild
time
time.
too.
Considering an avalanche, they just speeded up. But unfortunately, a crevasse came in front of the man and he
Bit-
fell into it.
A
Dude,
what? A what?
a
came from?
crevasse.
But
A
unfortunately,
crevasse.
A crevasse
It's
came in.
What's that?
it's a giant fissure in the fucking ice in the glacier. It's an open crack in
So
the.
that's not a crevice, it's a crevasse.
Yes, or yeah.
Front of the man and he fell into it. He could have fallen deep down, but luckily wasn't that deep.
Jesus.
This is another video I watched recently, not this one, that a guy fell into a sinkhole.
And
Did you watch it?
Yeah, that was pretty
Same
fucking
thing happened
intense.
to this dude. Dude, the guy got himself out. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
but he fell deeper, right? He was deep.
Deep, bro. Like 60 feet deep. Yeah. This is not for the claustrophobic.
No. How'd he get him out, though?
His buddy got him out. That's why you gotta
no,
go
but
in pairs.
how?
Threw a line down and hold him out.
Yeah, but if it collapsed, like it could
His
collapse on
friend
top of
helped
him.
him to get out from there, and luckily with minor injuries, the man escaped nearly from death.
Yeah, like
It
how?
could have ended worse if the
Jeez.
ice would have broken, and he fell deeper. But to his fortune, somehow he managed to get out of it. He even asked his friend to warn others about it, so they didn't have a
That's
similar
fucking
incident.
sick. Dude, people get swallowed up in those
6.
crevasses
Cycle
all
incident.
the fucking time, bro. It's nuts.
It's always good to use bicycles for shorter distances to cover, as it helps to maintain your fitness as well as not polluting the environment. But no matter if you're driving or riding, always keep your eyes on the road before crossing, or else you might end up badly just like in this video. The video is riding his cycle and was about to
Oh shit!
All you had to do was just look to your left. Once. All you had to do was look to the left once. And you
I'm
did.
saying,
You
you
didn't.
get, Mike, can I just
You
say this?
didn't.
Can I say this? Right before the money
Ways
shot.
to
Before the money
die.
shot. Dumb ways to die. Right before the money shot. All you get is bicyclists who are constantly bitching about rules of the road, buddy. Rules of the road, buddy.
And they don't follow the rules.
Rules of the road. This guy has a green light. You should stop and let the car has the right of way in that situation. Not you.
He
You're
don't
not the
have
holy
time to
cow.
stop. He don't have time to stop and save your
Bro.
life. You're going to die.
That truck cheese grated his face like it went brrr.
And I like how he turns the wheel. Like, oh, maybe if I turn the wheel suddenly, nothing will happen. But then, yeah, you're still going forward.
look at either side of the road before crossing.
Cartoon logic.
His
Cartoon
truck
logic,
was
Mike.
heading towards him, and his cycle got crashed against the truck.
Woo!
God's grace, somehow
was
he
close.
managed to survive, even though his
That
cycle
was
Dude, I need to
fucking
smoke
close.
more weed from that one.
survived. Fortune was on his side this time. 7. Skier.
Another skier?
In an attempt to make a
Skier.
documentary film, this
See,
professional
skiing?
skier fell
Skiing
nearly
is always, all these skiers have GoPros on, so they're always getting near-death
ski
experiences.
The skier made only a simple mistake, which just took him off down without having any control during the fall. He fell down, but was lucky to survive that day miraculously with minor injuries.
How far did he fall?
From the top, look at the dot, look at that dot. Look, see that dot? Oh my god.
No.
Dude, it's Homer Simpson. It's ow, oh, e, ow, oh, e, ah, e, ooh, ah, e, ah, e, ow, e,
Not funny.
ooh, ah, e,
It's not funny. It's not funny. It's really not funny.
It's still going! And he's
Not
still
funny.
going!
It's really not funny.
I'm okay.
You can hear him say, I am okay.
I'm okay.
It really was. It really was Homer Simpson foot. Ooh, ah, ee, ah, ooh, ah, I'm okay. Wow. Wow.
It's always dangerous when trains are involved in an accident.
Yeah.
This one, too,
Is this Florida?
The car was ahead in its
The
way
bright
to
line.
the railway cross. He thought to go on to the other side of the cross, but while making his attempt, the train
All these motherfuckers, this happens all the time.
crashed into his car.
What, he didn't see the
Very
train?
badly. This was too dangerous.
He knew the train was gonna be 30 to beat it.
People in the car would have survived.
This guy watched The Italian Job one too many times and said, I'm in a Mini Cooper and I can do this.
9. Downhill.
You will never beat the Bright Line. The Bright Line will demolish your car.
Yo, there was a movie about this.
A documentary?
No, it was like a movie. I forgot the name of it.
But it is dangerous too.
Yo, these guys go like 80, 90 miles an hour, bro. They go fucking fast.
Doing something like this is foolish. Never try it. While skateboarding, these two skaters almost got hit by the car coming in front. Somehow, they managed to survive without getting hit by the car.
Jesus.
They were fortunate enough to keep the body and soul together at
Why
that
they mad
time.
at him?
Never ever try something like this. And these skaters
They were literally going in the opposite direction, and the bikers were fine.
The craze among the youngsters in doing cycle stunts is known to all. But this one went wrong in a matter of seconds. This kid was doing the same, but when he took a jump from one corner, he just lashed into the grill and got stuck.
Ooh.
Oh,
Survived
shit!
And was rescued soon after.
So it didn't get him? Did it impale him?
I think
So,
he had to have gotten caught
Thank you
somehow.
for watching the video,
No, I don't
and
think
if
so.
you enjoyed it, make sure.
So, speaking of that video that we just saw where the guy did a flip into the fucking fence, the pointy top fence.
Yes.
Do you remember the church in Marine Park? Was it St. Thomas?
Yes. Yeah, and it had the wrought iron fence with the
So
fucking
if you
the
if
spikes.
you ever been there as an adult, you count all the spikes. There's one missing. And I knew the kid who went there at night, and he like snuck in because there used to be a Jesus statue that was always glowing, and there was rumors that if you go there at night, you could see its eyes moving. Not true, obviously. So he went there at night, and I think he got caught. So on the way out, he slipped and got his arm stuck. So they had to cut the metal off, and then get him to the hospital and take it out.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. I knew the kid too. Well, I didn't. Let me change that. I've met the kid. Like he was not my age. He was my cousin's age. So he was a friend of my cousin.
Damn.
And I met him when he had the stitches there, and he's like, "Yeah, I was stupid." I was like, "What happened?" He goes, "Luckily, the priest or the pastor or whoever heard him and called the cops."
So it was immediate. Like they were there right away. He wasn't hanging there for too long.
Well, yeah, because the hospital's on, was it King's Highway around the corner,
King's
basically.
Highway. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Crazy.
bro.
Yeah.
Those childhood accidents were always epic. I knew somebody in junior high school who had 9 fingers because he blew his finger off on 4th of July or with the firecracker. Like, you know what I mean? You always had you always knew somebody was like something like that shit happened to them, and you were like, what?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I think that's the end of the episode.
Yeah,
Thanks
scary
for
enough.
watching the dumbfounded. Well, we're gonna do like Maybe we'll watch. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll talk.
No. I got some near-death. I got some more near-death experiences. I got some fuck around and find outs.
Yes. Oh, I thought you meant. I thought you were referring to Scary Enough for the paranormal videos. That
No,
was
no,
great,
we could do.
That was good too. Yeah, I know.
We could do something like another paranormal and then another fucking
Well, yeah, that's what we'll probably do. We'll do we'll change it up every once in a while and
death
yeah.
defying.
But thanks
How
for
about
watching
defying death?
Defying Death. Thanks for watching the Dumbfounded Dipshits podcast. I am Mike. That is Ryan. We are live Wednesdays and Sundays at 9:20, 9:30. Like, subscribe, share, and all that sexy nonsense. Don't take anything we say serious ever.